Let's go. Cool kids step to the front. Cool kids. Too sweet sign for the click.
But you don't work
Gotta
there.
get the people what they want. Gotta get eradicate quick. Yeah, I'm up next on the Prince. They ain't been the same ever since. Living pretty
You're gonna
well
be
on the
single for the
challenge.
rest of your
I ain't
life.
giving no chance like this. Brock Lesnar on the beat.
Look at the heat.
Eat, sleep,
Look at
flex,
the
and
heat.
repeat. Whole new swag with a price on the tag. Coming live from the west to the east. Better recognize on the mouthpiece.
Watch
See
your
the
ass.
power level gotta increase.
I get no
Freaking
bitches.
5'10"
I'm
on
a
the
hoe.
daily. Feeling like Gresh unleashed.
What is wrong with this? Oh my God! What? She was twerking from the front. How does that happen?
What?
How does that happen?
Oh my gosh.
Like, you twerking from the front? Like, that's what we doing?
I cannot.
That's what we doing. We twerking from the front. I can twerk from the front.
No. Oh my goodness. I almost got to that part where he was just like, look at the heat, look at the heat. That's like one of my favorite parts.
Look at the heat. Look at the heat. Look at the heat. Goddamn it. Look at the heat. We on fire. Look at the heat.
Oh man.
And speaking of on fire, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, baby mamas, baby daddies, non-binary pals, and everybody in between, welcome to the Gresh and Suela podcast, episode 21. And my God, sorry for the chaotic introduction because of this bullshit we got. Y'all better be glad we did this introduction because of the shit we got to go through on this episode of the podcast because we decided to take a break from modern wrestling to review retro wrestling, and we got stuck with this bullshit ass show.
Yes.
What the fuck was this?
I was like, what am I watching? Then I started skimming through it. Then I got a text message from you like, if you skim through, it's fine. And I was like, oh, well, I'm on the right track then. Because I was already doing that.
This shit is ass.
I was already skimming through way before you even text me to do that. Like, I was like, okay. Way ahead of you.
Like, who? Oh, my God. Bro, what?
I was like, what is this? What are we watching?
We'll talk about it when we get there. I was like, God damn. It's like it did
What
not.
are we
nothing did-
watching?
We'll talk about it when we get there. But for those of you who are new to the Gresh and Suela podcast, we appreciate you guys stepping around. My name is Gresh. That is Suela, when the Rebel Suela the Bandit. We didn't even do our names or nothing because we just like, this shit sucks. But today we're going to be talking about WCW Monday Nitro from September 2nd, 1996, where a new member of the nWo was revealed. The road to War Games, which is apropos because we got actual War Games in modern wrestling at Survivor Series. So, I mean, that was a interesting coincidence because I'm like, oh shit, okay, cool. But before we move on, we're going to shift everything around for these retro review episodes because we're going to close out with the retro review as well as to chop it up with the Bandit segment because we're going to talk about everything else in the front. So if you guys want to skip ahead, please don't do so. But if you have to, you can skip ahead by a good 5-10 minutes. But patreon.com/GreshDigital. We appreciate all our Patreon backers over at patreon.com/GreshDigital, all the way from the Golden March to the March, all the way to the club. If you part with your hard-earned money, you are a part of the family. You keep this podcast going from what it is, like from this incarnation to the original incarnation. You guys keep it going, as well as make sure you guys check me out over on Reddit because the Reddit is still a thing. r/Gresh. That's where I pretty much react to on the main YouTube channel, Gresh Digital Media or Gresh on YouTube. As soon as you type in Gresh, my name should pop up because I'm pretty much am the only Gresh that's still active. I've seen multiple Greshes, but I'm the only one that's still kind of active that's not music related. So there's that. But make sure you guys support us any way you can, even if you just hit that subscribe button or the follow button, or you leave us with a nice little old what you call it, a review, or what is it? Is it review? Is it like
think
5,
so.
something like that? Yeah, if you leave us with a nice little 5-star review, you can help us out immensely with I guess bumping up, because I know on Spotify we're still listed as comedy for some reason and not wrestling, even though I changed the shit
I
to
think it's because of all the laughs.
yeah, probably because we do be laughing. They be thinking, oh yeah, they are comedy. Like, no, bro, we trying to get okay. But anyway, but Apple Podcasts and where we Spreaker, Podbean, yeah, Podbean. Apple Podcasts and Podbean is listed under wrestling. So if you want to support your local wrestling podcast or sports podcast, since we pretty much talk about everything but wrestling most of the time, you can we just chaotic as hell for those of you who are new around here. But yo, you can do just that. And speaking of chaotic, we don't have any unpopular wrestling opinions this week because a lot of people didn't submit them. Because we are recording this before we are go officially air on Thursdays, because your bro and sis are kind of booked as always, so we had to knock this out as much, and then we're going to knock out next week as well, and then we're probably going to go on a hiatus for the month of October, maybe, because I'm gonna be literally booked from the 5th to the 19th of October. I'm gonna be in Denver and then North Carolina
Oh,
for
let me know how Denver goes, because I do
like
want to go
2
to
weeks back to back.
Colorado.
For like 2 weeks back to back, and that's already booked and ready to go. So I mean, I might try to, like, if I have a lot of downtime in the hotel, I'll probably be like, hey, my internet doesn't suck, you want to record
Hop
some
on.
bullshit? But that's not a guarantee. But yeah, just want to give you guys a nice little like Gresh and Lee's podcast house note. Prepare for me to disappear, or us to disappear for a minute. I might try to at least upload snippets of all this stuff. But if you aren't following us on social media, I'm trying to upload like shorts and YouTube shorts, and like reels on TikTok of the podcast, so people can. And so far, people have been reacting to it, especially when I was bullshitting on Hocus Pocus. That shit fucking sucks. But I mean, if you love it, power to you.
Yeah, it come
Power.
out September 30th, which is Friday, so yeah.
So yeah,
Disney
y'all,
Plus.
they didn't even save it for the 31st of
Yeah.
October. They already know it's mid. They know it's mid. That's
Yeah.
what it is. They don't want y'all to they don't want y'all to see that on the 31st, because they were like, let's get this mid out the way so we can get ready for Chucky on the 5th.
Hey.
Cause that season 2 coming back.
Oh yeah, I'm a little excited too. I
So
like Chucky.
if y'all are mad
I
about
like
that,
Chucky. Just a heads up, people.
if y'all mad about the House of Dragon talk, y'all gonna be mad
Man,
about the Chucky
we gonna
talk.
talk about that. Man, be quiet. We're gonna talk
We
about it, but
we
still.
gonna talk about that too, because y'all gonna get over it, bitches. But yeah, I wanted to give y'all that. But since we don't have any unpopular wrestling opinions, we might as well switch over to. That's a nice little segue into. Hey, it's that part of the show where we talk about the Unleashed at the Dragon, House of the Dragon, because we about to unleash at the house.
Man, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of felt a little sad. I actually kind of got a little teary eyed too for a little bit. My heart was a little warm because I was like, "Yo, like, why y'all do her like that?
Why y'all killing off the fine women, man? Come on now, the only sister I saw on the show,
man. It's like, I respect how she wanted to go out. She went out with a bang, but it's like, yo, like, man, now we gotta deal with this, like. Man, like, you killing us off early. Like,
I mean, we got
killed her off early, bro. Like, sorry. This is what. See what I'm talking about? Can't even talk right. Made me upset.
I'm upset.
I also I wish they could have let her and like
Rhaenyra?
Yeah, no, not just Rhaenyra, but the lovely black girl. I forgot her name just that fast. But I wish they could have let her and her dragon, like, if we could have seen like more of that, like how she like got to be a dragon rider, that would have been nice.
knowing them, they probably filmed it and it got deleted because they have a lot of deleted scenes that, like, it's so many deleted scenes that I feel would have advanced so many stories. Like when she died, they have a scene that they deleted where Damon is confronting his kids, like he's comforting his kids. They cut it out, so you assume that he's just sitting there like, what am I going to do with these black kids? But then
when really, like, he's in mourning too. Like,
yeah, he's in mourning too. They don't really show that. I mean, I get it because of time, but hopefully they show those deleted scenes at some point, probably in like a release or something. Because I know them, they don't. I think they still do DVD releases. I don't know who still has a DVD, but
I mean, I do, but
they
anyway.
still do them. But I think they going to be doing
I'm retro as a mug. I still got my VCR DVD players. Like, I got all that.
Man, I said my uncle still got.
And it still works.
I'm about to go steal my uncle's 8-track. What y'all talking about,
man?
And his vinyl record.
And on vinyls.
Don't play with me.
Yes.
I may be 27, but I ain't
dead.
I ain't dismissive to retro music, old school music. So I still play my Marvin Gaye, my Marvin Sapp, my Marvin Winans. I play all you old people. Even anybody named Marvin, I play them.
Yes.
Jesus.
Marvin's Room, playing all the tracks. Like,
I still play Lion King music from time to time. Come on,
man, same.
I ain't talking about the remake. I'm talking about the
original 96 people. I play both of them. I play both soundtracks actually. The first one and Lion King's 2, Simba's Pride. All of it. Man. But that would have been nice though, for real. Like, if they did show more of that. Because, like you said, it's a jump.
It's a 10-year jump. So yeah. It's like, they went from the 12-year-old, especially with her character, they went from the 12-year-old who's about to get married to the king to the, I guess, 18-year-old. Because I think her and Rhaenyra are the same age. So the 18-year-old marrying her cousin. I think, that's her cousin. That's still weird. And then to now where there's 10-year gap. So I'm guessing she was 28, since there's a 10-year gap, 27, 28, and she died young. Because but she had 2 kids. So I guess the legacy continues.
Yeah.
But what cracked me up though is how Rhaenyra tried to pass them kids off as half black. She ain't have no white fox locks or something, faux locks or something to at least attempt to braid them kids' hair to pass somewhat as half black. Them full blown white babies. It's the audacity for me.
All right. But I know one thing, like, Rhaenyra is tough, man. Like, you done gave birth to another baby boy, then you gonna get up and you gonna walk. Like, chick.
Leaking.
Like, I'll be back. Like,
she was leaking. I'm like, sis,
sit down. When I say I was cringing like for a second. And then, like, when her cousin was helping her up like the steps, I said, yes, you still over here. Oh God, sit down.
What's funny is it's like we saying the cousin, but they're still married.
Yeah. Like,
it's like this whole universe, bro.
Messed up, man.
You had the last episode, you had Rhaenyra flirting with her uncle at her wedding to her cousin.
Like, come on.
Tell that to a non-watcher of Game of Thrones. They're like, what the fuck are y'all watching? I have no idea.
Versus us, we know what's going on. We like, no, don't worry. This is just an act of power. They're trying to keep these houses tight. They that's what it is. It's political reasons. That's why they marrying each other.
The sad thing is, though, some of them are actually in love with each other. That's the
problem.
That's the messed up part.
That's what messes it up.
So I don't think it's Rhaenyra and Daemon ain't political. That's love. That's lust.
Oh, yeah, that's just nasty.
Yeah, and then oh my God.
then
the side piece of Rhaenyra got burnt alive with his daddy because his brother who's basically Littlefinger incarnated. He's the ancestor of Littlefinger. I thought it was Otto, but I'm pretty sure it's him.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because I'm like, bro, you killed your daddy and your brother for a redhead.
Right.
And one with no ass either. Like, bro, you priorities. Priorities. Come on. Priorities, man. Like, if she had a little, if she had a little ass, I'd be like, I understand. But if she had a little ass, I probably understand, but I don't understand. I'm like, no ass. So what are you destroying your family for?
Oh man.
Because I'm pretty sure the bloodline starts with you, because ain't nobody finna date you, bro.
Oh my god.
Looking like that evil villain from Phineas and Ferb reincarnated. I forgot his name. Was it Doofenshmirtz?
I think so.
Doofenshmirtz or something like that. Okay, so yeah, that's exactly that's what he looked like. Just
oh my god!
It's like, bro, you look like a mutated ninja.
Jesus.
A mutated turtle that's got dismissed because you're not the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, you just look like she was, and then she had the nerve to cry like, I didn't want this. Bitch,
yes, you did.
No, bitch, he looks like a red. He looks like a red flag. Even if if I were to feel sympathetic for you not wanting that to happen, bro, he looks like a red flag. Anything you say to him, he's going to do. If you want him to get rid of his father, so that your father can come back, he will do.
He will do so. No questions asked.
And his brother just so happened to be caught in the crossfire.
Like, come on.
And now Rhaenyra ain't got no more peen for no more kids. That's it. It's just those three she got. She's stuck. She's stuck with a gay husband. And he gay as hell. Like, there's no hiding that.
Yeah, ain't no hiding that at all.
Nah, that dude is gay.
No hiding it. But yeah, I was just like, man, like, this chick here. And it's funny how, like, this one post I saw on Facebook, it said, like, y'all, if Allison is not giving y'all Cersei vibes, something is up. Like, come on, y'all.
The sad thing is, she's more reckless with it. Cersei was more calculating with it.
Yeah.
She's showing too much emotion. That's why I'm like,
Allison is letting her emotions get involved. That's what messes her up so bad.
That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure it's gonna get to the point where that's gonna be her downfall. Like, I'm literally watching her, and then it's like she don't realize that Rhaenyra could. She's leaning more towards the calculating part of Cersei to me. It's like she can literally get her brothers wiped from existence and make it look like an accident. Like, this ain't the same teenager that was around when it first happened. This is literally the teenager. This is a grown woman that is more mature and experienced. And for all these years, Allison is living off of emotion.
Yeah.
And then she's like, okay, so I'm pretty sure by the time we get to episode 10, because I'm pretty sure they showed the preview of the next episode where she's like, now the world get to see who you truly are. So I mean, that lets you know that Rhaenyra is like, okay, now everybody finna see exactly who the fuck
you are dealing with.
So
yep, because we ain't kids no more.
And let's be real, Allison
you
is
made
mad.
That establishment when you decided to marry my daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Allison is mad because she couldn't get no hot girl summer. That's all.
Yep, like
she could not get no play. She mad that Rhaenyra was trying to clap her uncle.
Got more kids. She mad she got more kids than her. Like,
she got well, now they got the same kids. It's 3 on 3.
Okay.
Allison got 2 boys and 1 girl, and Rhaenyra got 3 boys.
3 boys.
So
they all Targaryens like her, except yeah.
No, they all Targaryens.
No, they all are Targaryens. But that's what I'm saying. Allison ain't got no.
They're not Valerian.
Allison, yeah, they're not Valerians. They all Targaryens. So it's like, I don't know what Allison getting mad for. Like,
that's why she's like, am I a? He was like, hey, am I a bastard? No, you're a Targaryen, bro. So
exactly.
Honestly, bro, if you want, I'm pretty sure they're gonna find a way. But all they gotta do is just dye their hair white, and they could pass off as
right. Like, what you tripping for?
Just dye your hair. Like,
be happy.
They had medieval Plan B, but they don't have no medieval dye hair. Come on, man. Come on.
Y'all trying
to be progressive and regressive at the same time. No, somebody gonna make up
Make it make sense.
Somebody gonna make up some white dye for, or just shave your head.
Or better yet, don't care and just rock that junk out. Like, it's still fine. Like, who cares?
Because I think Targaryens have a certain
look,
because
okay.
I'm pretty sure they're all based off of incest anyway.
Duh. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I said that because I was just like, man, like, somebody can just like break the trend. Like, it's okay, it's cool. Like, be in your own lane.
They're not breaking that trend, because even in the first season of Game of Thrones, you saw Daenerys' brother touch on her. So
yeah, that's true. We know that.
That ain't going nowhere no time soon. And that was 200
years
later.
I know. No. I know that. I'm talking about as far as like hair wise, like don't dye it. Like,
they gonna have to dye it because they got full white hair. They ain't no dreadlocks or nothing.
Oh my lord.
They gonna have to but if you guys haven't seen Game of Thrones House of the Dragon yet, if you haven't already and you don't want to get caught in this world, don't do it. But if you're already there, then
I mean, just keep going. Just keep going. You stuck at this point.
Enjoy the ride, I guess.
This ride is getting crazier and crazier by the minute, bro.
This shit is retarded.
Oh, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we move any further with today's show, I would like to take the time to highlight a black content creator and or wrestler for this week. And this week's spotlight, it will be shined on current professional wrestler making his debut officially in 2018. Currently signed to Major League Wrestling, where he is a former MLW National Openweight Champion. The man with more suplex variations than I can bear to count. Trained by the legendary A.R. Fox in Atlanta, Georgia. Bamaye! Alex Kane.
Hard work pays off, y'all, I promise. It don't come without the struggles if I'm honest. But I wouldn't change it for the better. One network at a time, we together. Like some, I work a 9 to 5 to pay bills and invest in this life of mine, but still.
All right, this is the time where we have to go through the bullshit and talk about WCW Monday Nitro from September 2nd, 1996. And this is the day that I wanted to give up being a wrestling fan, because this shit sucked.
I was, like I mentioned before earlier.
I watched this shit twice. I watched it twice.
I only watched it once.
No, I watched it once to get the notes, but then I watched it twice to be like, okay, maybe it isn't as terrible as I thought it was. No, that shit was worse.
It's like once is enough.
And I'm pretty sure Monday Night Raw was off air this one, because I didn't see any notes for September 2nd for Monday Night Raw for 1996, because I think it was around this time where a lot of their shows were preempted for something, so I'm thinking they were alone. But man, it's like it did not pick up until hour 2, and that was literally like 30 minutes until the show was over. But WCW Monday Nitro, it was Labor Day 1996, and it was also the beginning of their second year live on TNT, held in the UTC Arena in Chattanooga, Tennessee. They started off with the living legend Larry Zbyszko and Tony Schiavone for hour 1, so they had like 2 separate commentary teams for the 2-hour show, so it was cool. Like I said, this was a celebration for WCW's second year live on TV. It was going to be headlined by Sting and Lex Luger versus the Steiner brothers. They were building to War Games. They showed a highlight that began the Hogan spraying the N-word on a truck. Mm-hmm. Even though he was spraying NWO, like, you know how everybody like, since Hogan's a racist piece of shit, or Terry is. I don't want to say Hulk Hogan. You know, people gotta separate the person from the character. I can't, but anyway, they used him spraying the N as saying nigger, but he was just spraying NWO. They also showed the arrival of Trillionaire Ted, because Millionaire Ted is Ted Turner. Excuse me. And Trillionaire Ted is Ted DiBiase. So we start off the show with Diamond Dallas Page, he came out to. It's like when I heard him come out, I had to look at the calendar because I was like, I know good and damn well Def Rebel ain't in 1996. This was some Def Rebel bullshit. Like, what was this music? This music was so generic. I was like, what is going on? Was it like I literally blacked out for like split seconds. I was like, am I listening to Def Rebel right now? What? But he came out and he faced Alex Wright, who came out to some generic dancing music, and this match was 3 minutes and 44 seconds, and I don't remember none of it. I wrote down the way referee Nick Patrick would count like a fish out of water was kind of distracting me. Because you know how he would count. He was like 1, 2, 3. He was like 1.
I was like, man, just count.
Like, what are you doing? Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, what is this count?
Playing games.
1, 2, 3.
Stalling.
Like, all right now. The ending came where I like the ending though, where Dallas clipped the knee and hit the diamond cutter for the win. Diamond DDP walked so Randy Orton could run. So that's literally the same move. Then we had an interview with Nick Patrick. They was questioning his integrity, and all Mean Gene was worried about. He was just talking all this spew. He was just saying all this like you're questioning my integrity, and Mean Gene was like, "So you're calling me a liar?"
Just like no.
Like he didn't hear nothing this man said. He's like, "So you're calling me a liar?" I guess he calling me a liar. I'm like, bro, what? Like you're not computing what he just said. He like, I'm telling you the truth, and you like, so you're calling me a liar? Are you seriously calling me a liar?
Just like, no.
He felt so hurt. You can hear the hurt in his voice. Like, you're calling me a liar? My integrity is in jeopardy. You're calling me a liar? I'm out here barely having hair on my head, and you're calling me a liar?
Like, man, the disrespect.
Then we cut to commercial. It was WCW what the big boys wear. Would you wear that big blue denim WCW shirt? That's like some shit my uncle was wearing back in 98 when I was at Big Mama's family reunion. And they would walk up in them with them big old blue denim shirts. And it'd be like 90 degrees outside, but then they just gotta wear those denim shirts. And then they had the matching denim shorts, like Hoochie Daddy shorts on. And then they had the little
fanny pack.
That little fanny pack looking like a Hoochie Daddy Dwayne The Rock Johnson. But
Hoochie Daddy. That's so funny.
Hoochie Daddy Dwayne
That's so funny.
Johnson.
Somebody brought that jump back in style too, the shorts. I was like, why?
I got them Hoochie Daddy shorts on right now. What are you talking about? You see my legs?
I'm not knocking that, but that's what I'm saying though. It gotta be weird for people who got the legs for it. Like, if you got nice legs, then it's cool. Like, it's all right.
I got nice hairy legs.
It's like, I ain't gonna knock it, but everybody can't wear no things. Like,
when I saw that, when I saw them promoting what the big boys wear, they was like, big blue WCW denim shirt, $39.95 plus $7.95 shipping and handling.
For that?
I said,
and shipping and handling.
I said, so I'm paying $44 and $39.
I'm paying almost $45 for that.
39 plus 7, carry them 1, subtract the 5. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Mm-hmm. That was a lot of money.
Almost like $46.
That's a lot of money now.
Right. That's gas.
That's gas money now. Why would I pay?
Why would I pay that?
No. Big blue WCW denim shirt, $39.95 plus $7.95 shipping and handling. Batteries not included. Then we came back to a Sister Sherry and Colonel Parker, and I was like, gibber. The countryman who I thought was Billy Gunn kept saying something about twinkle eyes and was talking gibberish and gave Sherry gifts. I literally stared into the abyss while they were talking. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Then we go to the next segment, which was Harlem Heat versus Greg the Hammer Valentine. And it was Harlem Heat versus Great the Hammer Valentine versus and Buddy Valentino for the WCW Tag Team Championships in 4 minutes and 45 seconds. I didn't really pay. This was I love anything with Harlem Heat, like anything with Booker T. Back in the day was something that I was fond of. And then Stevie Ray, I feel like he got lost in the sauce a little bit because Booker became more, I guess, household name compared to Stevie Ray. But we'll talk about his their promo later after this match. But I didn't really take too many notes because it was literally 4 minutes. They didn't really give these matches time for you to digest what the hell was going on.
Right.
It's like every time you look,
like everything was like ran through.
It's like as soon as you look up, look down, it's over. I'm like, all right. Trillionaire Ted DiBiase made his way down the aisle while this match was going on. Like I said, the match was solid, but the champs won with the Harlem Hangover. I like that name. But the focus, like I said, was what is Ted DiBiase doing in WCW? So the match literally was non-existent, like I just said. Then after the match, Harlem Heat picked up the win. Mean Gene interviewed the champs asking about Fall Brawl and the Nasty Boys. I was like, is this TNA 2010? The Nasty Boys were here? All right. I actually wrote down what they said because I actually I like the delivery of Stevie Ray, like Stevie Ray and Booker. I'm gonna try my best to do it. If I butcher it, my bad. He said, yeah, get the Nasty Boys ready. I'm sick and tired of those two fat Bill those two fat Bill chicken suckers. Those two Bill chicken suckers running out here sticking their nose in my business. Harlem Heat out here for one thing, and that's defend these titles. I don't care who it is. We're in the careers. You know what I mean? Now, can you dig it, sucker? I'm like, oh my God. So let me try to do that again. Let me try that one more time. Let me try that one more time without trying to corpse. Yeah, get the Nasty Boys ready. I'm sick and tired of those two fat Bill chicken suckers running out here sticking their nose in my business. Harlem Heat is out here for one thing, and that's defend those titles. I don't care who it is. We in the careers. If you know what I mean. Now can you dig it, sucker? I'm like, then Booker T, I was literally mesmerized by this man's promo. I was like, Booker basically cut the same promo until the champs were attacked from behind by the Nasty Boys, which culminated in a double spike pile driver, which literally, I forgot which Nasty Boy, he did not jump at all. I'm like, bro, Booker literally saved y'all with this spot because that shit ass. But that was their way to lead to commercial break. And then it's like anything with Harlem Heat, I love. I love looking back at anything with Harlem Heat in it. So I appreciated this little nugget. Then we got a commercial break, and I thought I turned my PS4 on for a split second because I was like, Mortal Kombat? The fuck?
I thought that too.
Well, then it was Glacier.
I was doing the same thing. I might as well get my Nintendo and put my Mortal Kombat game right now. Like, I don't mind playing MK11 right now.
I was like, this is better than this shit we're watching play. But, it said something about Glacier is coming. I'm like, what the fuck is a
Glacier? I know what a glacier is.
Is he supposed to be is he supposed to be like a ripoff of that? What's the Frozen character's name? It's literally drawing a blank right now. Yeah, that's exactly who he is. Is it Zero? Ground Zero? Or
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero. Yeah, I was literally drawing a blank for like 30 seconds. So yeah, Sub-Zero. I'm like, all right, this is peak 1996. And then we got a match that I actually was paying attention to, surprisingly. It was cruiserweight action. It was Dean Malenko, the Iceman, or the man with 1,000 holds, versus generic babyface Chris Jericho. Because literally, I zoned out when he came out. I'm like, I was so used to. It's like I was listening to Chris Jericho's music, and even though I despise Judas now because of the sing along, I had a hard time processing whatever this music was. I'm like, whoever made these music walked because Def Rebel can trip and fall because it was just giving mid. During this match, they brought up the Professor Mike Tenay, which just gave me TNA vibes, literally, because I'm used to him in TNA, to give us a history lesson about what's going on in the ring. like I said, I'm not going to give you a full breakdown of like wrist holds and all that stuff. This was an actually solid match that you could look. The crowd didn't give a shit.
No,
they did not give a shit. They started chanting for ECW.
They did not care.
They got to the point where Ted DiBiase left mid match, and I'm like, all right, we're supposed to find out number 4 and 5 at some point. They kept throwing up 4 and 5 the entire night for some reason. But yeah, the crowd did not give two flying fucks about this match, and I'm like, and I'm like, I know some people don't really care for that, but whenever I watch a wrestling match and the crowd doesn't care, why would I?
Right.
So, then I guess I laughed at commentary because I literally zoned out for like a split second, and I heard someone say there might be some incriminating evidence that might incriminate Nick Patrick, and then someone said, "Thank you, Sherlock." And for some reason, I just started chuckling. I was just like, because it caught me off guard because the way he said it's like, "Well, thank you, Sherlock." Like, I'm like, what? That ending sequence, the ending reversal sequence which they had, which ended in a roll up by Jericho for the win, was clean as hell. I like that. But like I said, it was a 9-minute match. This was the longest, not the longest. This is the second longest match of the night. Then we had a promo package hyping up the WCW Cruiserweight Championship match between Rey Mysterio Jr. and Super Calo, which was peak 1990s editing with the box and the grainy overlay like it's a VHS tape. I'm like, this is peak 1996. This is literally reminding me of when I was when my mom would film me shirtless taking the shit for the first time, and I said my sister's name. And I was like, and when they showed me that, I'm like, don't lose that. Please lose that. Please lose that. Man. But yeah, that's the editing gave me those vibes. I was like, man, this remind me. This is getting me 1990s vibes for real. Then we got another match, short as hell. It was Brad Armstrong versus the Giant, Paul White, representing the Dungeon of Doom. I'm like, Dungeon of Doom is still a thing? He was allegedly the son of Andre the Giant in storyline, in kayfabe, legit. They was literally trying to tease that was Andre the Giant's son. As the match progresses, a limo arrived mid-match, and now I'm intrigued with who's in the limo and not this match. I'm like, I don't give a shit anymore. It's like I understand they was trying to keep everybody on their toes, but it's like when you cut to the back during a match, I don't give a shit about the match anymore.
All right.
The crowd got hyped for a chokeslam, and they were disappointed when he just tossed him down. They was like, ah, and it's like, really? All right.
Mm-hmm.
After some minor offense from Armstrong, Giant caught him and won with the chokeslam, which woke up the crowd. Literally, like that was the first pop that I heard of the entire show. And I'm like, okay, y'all are awake, cool, thanks. And then we was hit with the following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Hogan. And he was saying stuff about how he beat the Giant and Ric Flair to retain the nWo WCW belt. And then he said something about WCW equals world crybaby wrestlers, brother. Hogan hyped up the War Games match and how the nWo was formed about changing with the times and business while everyone else was crying and trying to figure out stuff. And he was definitely changing with the times because buddy, you were just talking.
No, man.
Did you even write anything down that he said?
No.
Did you even listen to anything that he said?
No.
I don't blame you. You ain't missed jack shit.
He was I told you I was skimming through.
I'm glad you schemed through this because I was just like, yeah, because I watched it first and I was like, yeah, you might want to scheme.
I said, yeah,
nothing going.
But I was like, I was already halfway there, so it was like, as soon as I started, I said, okay, and then they finna start talking, like, and then that's when you text me, and he's like, you might as well just go ahead and skim through. I'm like, buddy, I'm way past that. Like, I already done did it. Like,
we've already established that I'm already I beat you to it, motherfucker. Like, you sitting through it, I skimmed through it. Like, you took the bullet for me because, buddy.
I was like, this is a waste of time.
This is some bullshit.
Is there any more fights I gotta see? Like,
this is some bullshit.
I was like, still trying to figure out what's up with this 4 and 5 Ted DiBiase doing. This a numbers game. What we doing? This the stop market.
We're throwing up 4.
This a stop market,
we're
cause
throwing up gang signs now, like
if
4.
so, like, hey,
Like, hey, we about to crip
give me
walk on
4.
We about to crip walk on these hoes. Like, what we doing?
I ain't knocking it. We had to stop market. Then, hey, give me 4. No. You give me 5. No, 4. Like,
we ain't enough, and I need 5. We doing Big E now. Like, come on now, what's going on?
Come on, like. I was like, we giving out codes. What's up?
all in all, Hogan just talking gibberish. About
I saw Razor Ramon, so that was cool.
Yeah, I love.
Like, look at Razor.
The Razor Scott Hall. I love listening.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna watch a little bit of it for the sake of Scott. I was like, I'll watch it a little bit, and then all of a sudden, as soon as he started talking, I was like, yeah, skim through.
And then after that, that was led into hour 2 of the broadcast, which was Eric Bischoff joined the broadcast booth in place of Tony Schiavone. He's with Mike Tenay and Bobby the Brain.
Tony Schiavone. Oh, like. I'm sorry, y'all. Like I look because when he came on, because he said, yeah, and I'm Tony Schiavone. I was like, Tony Schiavone? Like I sure did. Like just. And then I just started laughing. I was like, Tony Schiavone. Dang. But I was real little at that time. Like I was born in January of that year. So basically, I was 9 months.
I was 2.
I was 9 months in September.
I was
1996. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was 1 going on
9 months.
I was 1 going on. Wait, no, I was 2 going on 3. My numbers are off because 94, 95. Okay, I was 2 going on 3. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I ain't turned 1 to 97, so there's that.
Yeah, there's that. They showed us again with Hogan spray painting nWo on the production truck. And then they showed us the nWo taking out everyone in the ring and spray painting nWo on their backs. Here's the nWo. Ready or not, here we come. I like that. I like that they use that. I like that they use that in promo packages now. Like if you ever look at WWE documentaries, that's literally the first thing you hear. Here's the nWo.
Yep. It keeps making me think of The Shining. Here's Johnny. That's what it makes me think of
Johnny
every time. I like Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson's funny.
And then we got the next match. After all that, the hype, the promo. It was literally like a whole bunch of recaps and then short ass matches. This entire show. It was Randy Macho Man Savage versus Big Run Stud. And when I looked at him, I stared for like a split second. And I was like, I could have sworn I created this motherfucker on one of my Universe Mode videos. Because he looked like a randomized car. Like he looked like a car from 2K. I'm like, this dude, his attire, he looked like he was like trying to audition for Aladdin, but didn't get the part because he's not Arab. And then because he's white as shit. So then he kept the pants and took it off and shaved his head like he's Hulk Hogan, but he didn't have the long bleach hair, so he's just a bald-headed shave like a white George Jefferson. I'm like, bro, what is this? I'm like, what is going on? So Stud started off strong as he was the bigger man. nWo started exiting the limo mid-match because they're doing this shit again. You're changing the attention mid-match, and the fourth guy was about to exit, but they caught the camera and told them to get out of here. So they literally told me to not pay attention to the match again. Back in the ring, Macho Man started making a comeback with a double axe from the top rope to the outside. Savage with a scoop slam before hitting the Macho Man elbow drop for the win. And then Mean Gene is back with an interview to interview Macho Man in the ring. And man, this man's promo work always makes me forget to take notes because I literally just be staring because the way he delivers and the way he doesn't. Macho doesn't have to say much, but his delivery was so good and it made you want to watch. Like I can give, like I don't really praise a lot of people's promo works, but I can tell you, looking back at Macho's, I'm like, yeah, I can look at that man promo work because I guarantee I will beat up Hollywood Hulk Hogan. And then I wrote down, he said, I'm living on the edge, and if nobody's living on the edge, you're taking up too much room. I'm like, sir, that's a bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I'm living on the edge, and if nobody is
Somebody
living
is
on the
living on
edge,
the
you're
edge, they're
taking.
taking up too much room. That is lit. That's going on a t-shirt.
That's a bar. If it ain't
That's
already on
a
a t-shirt,
bar.
that's a bar.
Man.
And then he finished it up. He said, both men will melt with the heat of the macho man, brings them all the way down. I'm like, bro, this man's so good.
He is.
This man's so good.
He
And it just
really
makes you want to
is.
watch.
Mm-hmm.
Then we cut to the next match, which was Sting and Lex Luthor. Well, I said Luthor. Luger. My bad. Luger versus the Steiner brothers. They went pyro crazy during the entrances for both of them, and then I just literally started harmonizing the Steiner brothers theme song. Steinerize! Steinerize!
Oh man.
I was like, bro,
gosh.
I'm like, this thing's gonna be stuck in my head for a good week or two because it's so. I believe it was made by Jimmy Hart. So I'm pretty sure most of WCW's theme songs was made by Jimmy Hart because I know he made or he helped collab on the Wolfpack theme. The Wolfpack is back because of mass destruction. I think he did that one. So I believe, matter of fact, let me pull it up. Who sung? I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask Siri because Siri's stupid. Steiner's music. I'm gonna pull it up live on the show. The Steiner Brothers WCW theme. Steinerized. Someone asked, are they actually brothers? No shit, Sherlock. Let me see. Oh, I like the lyrics on this too. Yeah, it was Jimmy Hart was involved. They say, here's the story of two brothers, Rick and Scott. They don't use drugs and they're always on top by high the time of their ability. So bow to your knees. They take on all comers no matter what size. There won't be any question when you get Steinerized. Steinerized.
Oh my gosh.
Steinerized.
That is so funny.
And then the lyrics, all in high school, it was easy to see. Next stop, Michigan University. Examined in wrestling All American. Liked it so much they went back and did it again. So y'all failed on purpose to go back to go do it again? What? All right. They take on all comers no matter what size. There won't be any question when you get Steinerized. And then it's literally like I don't remember none of these lyrics. All I remember is Steinerized.
That's it.
And the reason why I'm talking about the music over the match is because the match was literally 38 seconds. It's like, but before the match starts, they cut to the back to see the Four Horsemen rush to the NWO limo, but no one is there. They made their way into the building, and then as the match started, Lex Luger accidentally bumps into Nick Patrick, and Patrick DQ Luger and Sting, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? This shit sucks. And then we got to the main event of the evening. It was Dungeon of Doom versus Four Horsemen. It was Big Bubba, which was Big Boss Man in WWF, Ming, which was Haku in WWF, the Barbarian and the Taskmaster, not Taskmaster, my bad, sorry, versus Arn Anderson, Chris Benoit, Ric Flair, and Steve McMichael with Deborah, Miss Elizabeth, and Woman, aka Nancy. This was a 10-man tag, and all I wrote was, man, kiss my motherfucking ass. I am not watching this shit.
I ain't watch it.
I
said this too much.
I literally wrote, this is all the shit that I wrote down. I was literally writing shit. I said, I literally started harmonizing the Steiner Brothers music again. I was like, so Steiner, like, I was not, no.
I'm not watching this.
I looked down. I would eat me some gummy worms, and then I looked back up. Benoit came in on fire and took the fight to everyone until Ric Flair made the tag. Then I looked right back down, And then they cut to the back of Sting and Lex Luger still chasing Nick Patrick until they ran off, and then they saw Ted DiBiase enter the nWo limo, and then Sting literally is like, he cut out of the frame. So look at my hand. He out of frame, and then he literally came out of nowhere with a brick and just smashed the window. And I'm like, what just happened? Crazy. And then he and Luger committed a crime for some reason by stealing a cop car. And this went from WCW.
Wow.
This went from WCW to Grand Theft Auto real quick. And I was literally like, what just happened? And then the cop just stand there looking like, well, I'm not finna chase him because I'm black and fat. I'm about to eat the donut. I'm not finna deal with this shit right now. Man. Then they cut to the then we went back to the 10-man tag, and I was just like, so they really just did Grand Theft Auto and expect me to pay attention to this bullshit?
Right.
No. Ric Flair is just out here giving low blows while the referee was looking dead in his eye. It's like I look up and he's giving low blows, and I'm like, he was running around, not trying to, like, the referee was literally running around, not trying to look to see what was going on. And I'm like, damn it, now I know what an AEW referee study. Because this match is still going on after like multiple low blows and the referee looking dead in their eye. And they just said, well, yep, we still got more time. We still got more time.
We still got time. Like, let's keep it going.
Let's keep it going, even though this should have been a DQ, but whatever.
People crazy.
Ric Flair was still going crazy, and all I could think about was, has Ric Flair always looked this old?
Man,
like, I looked up and I was like, is this 2006? And then I was like, it's 1996. He looked this old 10 years prior to 2006. He was Father Time in 96. Make it make sense.
Yeah. Boy.
He was just saying, whoa.
It's like, crazy.
Whoa. I'm like, whoa, you
like
old.
As soon as you see like how like some of those people, like how the people like were and where they at right now, some of them like Arn still Anderson, look like that.
Arn Anderson was looking like it was 2022. He looked old then.
Like, it's crazy.
Like, dog. So I looked down some more because I was still thinking about the GTA scene with Sting and Lex Luger. Then I look up and Arn Anderson had enough and came in and hit a questionable spine buster on Big Bubba. And this match is still going, so I look down some more. And then I go do some push-ups in the back because I literally was not paying attention to this match. And then chaos finally broke out with Ric Flair having a figure four on Kevin Sullivan with the assistance of Woman. Flair pinned Sullivan to pick up the win. And then this is where I actually started paying attention more because following the match, the Outsiders came in and attacked everyone. And then Hogan came out of nowhere and joined the fight. And then I bust out laughing at Bobby Heenan. He said, "No, I'm good. I'm out. Fuck this shit."
Like, I'm gone.
He's like, I'm gone.
I'm not.
And then the giant man with this. He's like, I'm not. He said, I'm too old for this shit. I'm not about. No, y'all don't pay me enough. I am not on pay grade.
I'm out.
And then the Giant made his way down to the ring, and he feigned helping WCW in the Dungeon of Doom, and he instead turned on the Dungeon of Doom to join the nWo. So I guess he's the fourth man. Because it was 3, and now he's number 4. And then Randy Savage came out with a steel chair and took everyone out. He literally just started.
He was hitting everybody, boy.
I think he hit the ref too. So he was just swinging until he takes Hogan down, and then Hogan takes him down, and then the nWo regains control. So it's like every time someone was taking him out, they was just like, I'm not going to sell this shit. I'm just going to take you out. The Giant then chokeslammed Randy Savage with assistance from Hogan. And then Hogan repeatedly did the leg drop on Savage as Arn Anderson tried to come in with a school chair for some reason.
Yep.
I looked down and I'm like, this is a blue ass screw. This is a school chair that I sat in, that they forced us to sit in school, which isn't right because them shit was not that was not comfortable.
That was not comfortable. No.
That bullshit was uncomfortable. They even tried to do that stuff in Sunday school too. They gave us a little tiny blue shirt.
I'm already dealing with enough. Like, at school, I gotta deal with this at church too.
y'all need to understand with these little plastic shit y'all be having to sit in. I ain't got no ass. I don't feel. I feel shit directly. So y'all be.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all be having these ladies be having some cushion.
Boy.
I ain't got shit. Look back here. I ain't got shit. So I feel nothing but plastic when I sit down.
Oh my gosh. Especially when it's cold.
Buddy.
Like, I ain't talking about just cold, like AC cold. I'm talking about like when it's wintertime and it is cold in them seats. It's like,
and they be like, yeah, Josh, you can't sit in your coat. Why can't I?
Why not? What do you mean?
It's like, no, you gotta be like everybody else. Man,
no, I don't.
These kids. Man, fuck all y'all. I don't care about y'all.
No, not me.
I'm trying to stay comfortable. I don't care about y'all. Do I look? Come on, man.
Nothing to do with me and my comfort.
like what they got to do with me? Like, I'm already skinny as hell. I got a big ass fur coat, and y'all got me in these no cushion seats.
Man,
want me to pay attention to what Noah did with the ark while I'm trying to stay comfortable.
It's like, I get it. You trying to teach, but I'm about to go to sleep.
Y'all trying to sing this song, Who Built the Ark? I don't know, because I'm trying to stay comfortable.
Right.
So, no, but
I'm trying to go to sleep, really. I'm trying to catch up on my sleep.
I'm trying to get some Z's.
I done got awakened at 6 a.m.
Sunday school was at 7. I had to be up at 5:30.
Man.
Just to be there at 6. And Sunday school didn't start another hour. So I was literally staring in a black abyss for an hour for Sunday school. Oh my gosh. And then when Sunday school was over, I had to stay there an extra 4-5 hours because
church at 8 o'clock.
Because someone wanted
and then the second service is at 10:45.
Someone wanted to go with both services. I'm like, we can't just go to one. Gosh, no. Why can't we go to one? No, I want to go to both. Why do you want to go to both when they talk about the same thing, both services?
Come on, man.
Anyway, back to this. So, Arn Anderson tried to come in the school chair for some reason, and then NASDAQ the fuck out of him and Steve McMichael. He said, man, get this shit out of here.
Right. Like, what are you doing? What is this doing in here anyway? What are you doing here?
He said, bah, get the fuck out. Right.
What you gonna do?
And then Hogan,
nobody tell you get in this. Bye.
And then Hogan spray painted a yellow streak up the back of Savage. I'm guessing that was what they used to do back in the day, where there's like you have no spine or something, you're spineless or something, some shit like that. And then nWo took control of the broadcast booth again. Is there any question now? What is the most powerful organization in professional wrestling, brother? Shut up, Hogan. Then the Giant cut one hell of a promo that did not have a point at all.
It was a lot of
It was going. It was just,
it was a lot.
It's like he was cutting a promo while Hogan was trying to destroy the set, and then I don't know, he wanted him to spit on the logo. Did you hear how Paul White spit?
Yeah.
Like, bro, you sound like you spitting and having an orgasm. Take your pick. Like, what the like what is going on? They spit on the Nitro logo, and then the Giant went back to cutting the promo, and I'm like, bro, you still ain't got to point B yet. Why are you still on point A? Because he cut a promo so damn long that gave people time to recover, and all hell broke loose. Like, they was brawling all over the place. I was like, this is the part that was actually cool. Like, it like the camera work, it felt chaotic. And then after 4 men took out practically 12 other people, the Giant decided to go back to cut the promo again. And he still didn't find the point. What is the point, Paul? What's the point? I was in my house. I was in a Carnival house. And I was talking to Bischoff in not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 cars. I'm like, bro,
that's too much.
What are you talking about?
I was just like this.
I'm stuck.
And your point is, like, I literally feel like that.
Like, what? What are you talking about, Paul? What are you talking about? What?
Huh?
And then it got to the point where the Giant tried to cut another promo again, and they was he was cutting a promo while they was flipping the table and the headphones fell off, and he just gave up. I'm like, just give up, bro. You're not getting your point across. You're not getting to point A to point B. I can tell they didn't tell you they didn't script you a promo because you could not find your destination at all. You literally went from point A to point AB to point AC to point D, then right back to AC, and then you still ain't reached the point B yet to get to the destination. It's literally you went all over the place. And the show ends finally with the nWo standing tall with his newest member, the Giant. My God. Overall, the show felt like they was just wasting a lot of time with minutes with these matches, because it's like either they sped through some matches that didn't really care about, and then they dragged the main event. It felt like it was just going on forever. Like, I don't care if it's WCW, AEW, WWE, WWF, TNA, 10-man tags, if it's not elimination, are a chore to sit through. Because you see 10 people, 5 on each side, just standing there. I'm like, all right, okay. Anyway,
right.
The referees were laughable all night. Literally, Nick Patrick is slapping his hand like a guppy fish out of water. And the crowd couldn't care less until that second hour, mainly towards the end. Like, they didn't give 2 flying craps about nothing. Like, and let's be real, they didn't really give us a chance to care. Like, they rushed through matches. They had a cruiserweight match because it probably was customary to have a long cruiserweight match. And the cruiserweight match was more so technical than high flying. So there was that, but I enjoyed it. Like, Harlem Heat, the Giant, because the ending literally made me just dying laughing, because this man, him spitting sounded like he was about to have an orgasm, just took me out. Because the Big Show is a big man, so the way he sounds is already huge. So imagine you have headphones and all you hear is like, what? you
my throat off.
You was like, what?
I was threw off completely.
Like, hold on, wait a minute. Are you spitting or are you getting head? What is going on? Like, I was confused. And obviously Jericho and Malenko were the highlights of the show for me. Harlem Heat, the Giant, and Jericho Malenko. Like I said, I can't shit on it enough. That 10-man tag literally felt like they had nothing else but time to waste. So they went long for the long route. And WCW looked like chumps against 4 men. And I can guess your overall thoughts was ... never going back to WCW 1996 ever the fuck again. The laugh means yes, because she picked the year. I
did pick the year. I just didn't know what date was gonna get associated with it.
I was like, and I just randomized. I was like, oh shit, September 2nd. All right, cool. And this year I'm like, oh my God, this
You know what's so funny? It kind of reminds me of like the little wheel thing where you like, okay, like let's pick a category or something like that. Like, go ahead and spin the wheel, then you spin the wheel, and then you don't know what you're gonna get. You know what year you want it to be in, but you don't know what date is gonna get picked. And all of a sudden, land on this.
We spun the wheel, we made the deal, and the deal was shit. Because that show sucked.
It did.
And that concludes. And the thing that show eventually became 3 hours. WCW eventually became 3 hours, like Monday Night Raw is. And at some point, we're probably going to review a 3-hour episode of WCW. And at that point, I'm probably going to die. I'm going to die on the inside. But that concludes the WCW Monday Nitro September 2nd, 1996 episode review. And buddy, don't ask us to do that shit again. No, that shit was ass.
Acknowledge me.
All right. This is the part of the show before we get out of here. We're going to chop it up with the Bandit with Suela. takes over, and pretty much I'll try not to bash Hocus Pocus again, but here you are. Do your thing.
Hey y'all. Okay, so I heard Rihanna I think it's supposed to perform at the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, that's what that was?
This year?
I thought she was starting
next
her.
year? Or that she doing makeup at the Super Bowl? I don't know, but I saw this picture of her holding the NFL football in her hand.
I thought she was starting her own football league.
I mean, that won't be too bad.
I mean,
like it's
the RFL. Write that down. Write that down. Write that down. Don't listen to me. Write that down. RFL Rihanna Football League. That's coming soon. 2028.
Yeah. But yeah, like I think that's what's gonna start happening with her. So yeah, I mean, I'm actually kind of excited about that. But that's the rumor that's been kind of going around. I think like she gonna be doing that, and I think new music coming out. I don't know.
What if she just literally spent her entire time just promoting her fragrance product? That'll be a whole 30 minutes.
Fenty and Savage Fenty.
Ain't the halftime an hour?
I think so.
It's an hour. She's gonna spend a whole hour just promoting products, and then close out with Umbrella.
Look, man.
Because it might rain.
But I'm excited. Shut up. But I am excited for her. That's for sure. What else do I got today? Please make sure y'all keep people, the people that's living in Florida in prayer. I think they're supposed to be having a storm coming soon, so definitely keep them lifted. Also, please stay hydrated out here. It's gonna get cold out here soon as well. Make sure y'all bundle up. Make sure you get all your winter and fall stuff ready. Please try not to get nobody sick. If you sick, don't be out here sneezing on folks and coughing on folks and not covering your mouth and your nose, and wash your hands and wash your butt.
I'm gonna need y'all motherfuckers.
And clean your beard and clean your ears.
I'm gonna need y'all motherfuckers to, like, if y'all got, I don't care if y'all don't have COVID, cool. But if you got laryngitis, bronchitis, a cold, fever, the monkey pox, the chicken pox, the gorilla pox, the hocus pocus pox, I don't care what you got. Stay your ass home, like, bro. I had to mic up. I had to mic up a client, and the nigga had bronchitis or laryngitis. One of those chitis, where it messes with your throat. Is it bronchitis or is that laryngitis?
Bronchitis, I think, deals with your lungs.
So what does laryngitis do?
I think that's your throat.
Yeah, he said something about with an L, so I think it was laryngitis. I'm like, bro, you could have told me that, and I would have gave you a fucking handheld.
Because you could just say that from the get go. Like,
if you gave you a Lysol, I had to get close to you, so I had to spray myself down with Lysol because I'm like, bro, just because COVID,
it's a throat. Mm-hmm.
COVID is still around, but it's like, just because y'all ain't trying to spread COVID, don't mean you gotta spread every goddamn thing else, bro.
Come on, people, that's do better.
I be wanting to punch these, and it be the old men too, like, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, who raised you?
Oh my goodness. Something else? No. Other than that, like, if y'all sending us gifts, that'd be nice. But y'all gotta make sure y'all know what we like. If y'all been paying attention to the episodes lately, y'all should know by now.
It ain't fucking Hocus Pocus.
He does not like Hocus Pocus, ladies and gentlemen.
Keep that bullshit to yourself.
So don't send him anything dealing with Hocus Pocus. Please,
if you want to send us anything, send us to something to P.O. Box 50241, Atlanta, Georgia.
Like,
because that's my P.O. Box. So yeah. If you want to send us something, if you don't,
it's still fine.
It's still fine. Don't worry about it. You can just don't send me no pink sauce though. Don't send me that bullshit.
Oh yeah, please don't do that.
Please don't send me no food.
I done heard so many stories dealing with that. I'm like, don't send me no food.
Don't send me nothing. Don't send me no food. You can send me a gift card for food, but don't send me no
please. Food. Look, okay, here's the thing. Gift cards for food, anime, Video games is nice. Dealing with either Nintendo Switch or dealing with PlayStation 4. I'm gonna give y'all specifics right now, so we won't have no misunderstandings. Anything dealing with Aaliyah, Tiana Taylor, Janet Jackson, anything dealing with Hocus Pocus, that goes to me. That does not go to Gresh.
That's going
just
to the
a heads up. If he get a hold to it before I do, I know it's gonna go in the trash, which is why I'm telling him make sure he gives it to me. Like, if you're going to make sure you say it to Suela, if it's dealing with Hocus Pocus, do not say to Gresh because he will throw it in the trash. And I will get mad because it's supposed to come to me.
I will burn that shit. Like, at the post office, I will throw it in the trash can and set that shit on fire. Don't play
like, with me. Y'all do not do that. Make sure y'all send it to specific people. Like, when y'all send this stuff.
Like, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Please. I can't stress that enough.
She's getting stressed because I'm serious. Don't be sending me that bullshit. Don't send me that bullshit. No.
Also, like some of us like to read too. So yeah, like if y'all got some cool books that y'all want us to check out, yeah, feel free to like I'm gonna start putting up a nice little page where you can comment like
if you got any
books that you like.
If you got any books, anything you want us to check out, text us at 770-580-3074. That is the Google text app, the Gresh Unleashed text app that we're going to use if you guys want to text us anything. Don't try to call it because I ain't going to answer. But
yeah, please don't do that.
You can just text us books. You can text us questions on like if you got unpopular wrestling opinions, text us at 770-580-3074. So I'll respond to it on the podcast if it's something like that, like if it's any type of questions or any type of comments or anything else. Because if we do decide to bring back a Q&A or do a Q&A segment, because I don't think we've ever done it in this incarnation. So if we ever do a Q&A, you can text that number and then we'll answer it on the show.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That is it, my friend.
That is it. Let's see. Maybe, let me make sure I got anything else coming up. Oh yeah, like I said at the top of the show, next week we will be right back here on Thursday. It'll be another retro review. I will more than likely let you guys know what the review is. What's the day? Mondays, so you guys can watch it with us and be caught up with the shit that we talk about on Thursdays. Our regular scheduled programming is always Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, and I think that's it. I think that's the 4 locations, as well as www.gressunleashed.com. That's the audio format that is usually uploaded 24 hours prior. But if there's ever a tape delay, it is usually the same day as the live stream, so you guys can listen to it at the same day or on your way on your en route to work. You want to hear your two friends and family over here at the Gresh and Unleashed podcast and talk shit about wrestling. Yeah, we're your guy. We're your guys. Like if you want to talk with us and laugh with us and me rambling and her laughing at my rambling, go right ahead. Hit that subscribe button wherever you listen to the podcast. Subscribe. No, according to YouTube, I have to say that a lot. So subscribe, because it helps the channel. I hit that bell and all that stuff. And according to Apple Podcasts and Spotify and all that stuff, for me to get up in the rankings in the category, you guys have to hit a 5-star or whatever. Go ahead and do that for me. Because it helps the podcast because it keeps it going. Because if this shit don't go nowhere, I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna just say fuck it. So it's like, yeah, but now if you guys, but now for real, like this is something fun. I don't really pay attention to numbers, but because shout out to my boy Derek, he told me just stop worrying about the numbers and just really have fun with it, and that's what we've been doing for the literally the past 20 plus episodes. And when we get to 50 episodes, we'll reminisce, and when we get to 100 episodes, if we get to 100 episodes, because I already reached that number before, but we're gonna do it again in the only way we know how with you guys. So if you guys want to keep that going, make sure you check us out. And if you don't know where to follow us, check out solo.to/Gresh as well as solo.to/Suela. And with that being said, I believe that is all we have going forward. Let me make sure I got everything. Shout out to our spotlight of the week, which was Alex Kane. I want to do that more going forward because I want you guys to check out black wrestlers, black content creators. Because hey, if nobody else will hype us up, we gotta hype each other up. And next week we'll be back with more hype. And then usually the interviews, I'm gonna try to knock some interviews out before I not disappear, but before we're off air officially for at least until the end of October, which is apropos because that gives us time to catch up on Chucky and Game of Thrones, and we can just talk about all that on the show, as well as but if I'm ever in town long enough for us to do a show and just record it, we'll record it and then give it to you guys going forward. But yeah, gotta do it like that. And also shout out to I believe it's the Something Else podcast, or at least Lovely Laveau, this shirt that I purchased.
Nice.
Wrestling Melon.
Wrestle Melanin.
Wrestle Melanin. This is because I was actually saying I need to stop buying black shirts, and I forgot I bought this shit because I buy stuff and I move on with my life because I don't obsess with anything that I buy, because I still got something from Streamlabs from like 6 months ago that I haven't opened because it's probably bullshit, but I bought it and I was like, damn. I need because I got all the Gresh merch, which you guys can get at Gresh.live/merch. Flexing season comes out next month, but I bought that one. I was like, damn, I need to stop buying black shirts. And look at this white shirt came in.
I got so many black shirts.
I got
a mixture now. Like majority of all my shirts is still black, but it's like I still got a bunch of like other shirts that I.
So I had to pull this one out. I had to get a white shirt because I'm like, this shit is not it. Then I'm like, these black shirts ain't it. And then it's proof that and then I realized that a lot of wrestling fans get black shirts because they don't like to wash their bodies. So white shows the brown. White shows the brown. If your ass is dirty, if your ass is dirty, the white shows the brown. So if you guys ain't washing your bodies,
it's gonna tell on you.
It's gonna tell on you. Because I remember when I was young. I think when I was like 5. My mom was like, "Wash it, take a shower." I missed 1 week just to be rebellious. My balls stank, but my shirt, the white shirt, whoa, buddy, it told on me. She said, "You didn't take a shower, did you?" I said, "Yeah, I took a shower." And she pulled my collar out. She said, "No, you didn't. Why does your shirt collar match your neck, and you brown?"
You brown.
You wearing white and you brown and your shirt matching your neck. So from that day forward, and the beauty behind that, she didn't embarrass me or nothing outside of me telling this story for everybody to hear. But she was like, now you understand why I say you need to take a shower. And from that day forward, I take showers. I take showers. As soon as we're done with this, I'm taking. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm taking a shower because I got work. Like, come on, dog. No, we not. We take showers on this podcast. Come on now. We're not the neck beards that insults people on behind a keyboard, because social media and the internet got y'all too comfortable being disrespectful.
Man.
And y'all got to chill with that. Because I'm the person that's behind Abby. Like I don't have Roman Reigns or Randy Orton or who Kenny Omega as an Abby. It's literally me. I can be chill with you until you not. Like, that's how I am. I interact with everybody. I don't care who you have. I don't care who the person is behind the Abby. Just don't be an asshole.
That's all I ask.
That's all I ask. But we've been on long enough. Hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast. Make sure you cop the merch at Gresh.live/merch. Follow us on social media. Solo.to/Gresh, solo.to/Suela. Make sure you guys check us out at GreshUnleashed.com, as well as we'll catch you guys next week, because I believe we're back next week, and then we're probably going to be off until October 20th, maybe. I don't know. Don't hold me to it. But that being said, you guys stay safe out here in these streets, and prayers up to Florida people, because I know y'all going through a hurricane right now, and I believe they said it's coming out here at some point, but I don't think we're going to be in the direct limelight as hard as they are. But make sure you guys stay safe and pray it up. If you believe in that type of stuff, stay prayed up and all that stuff. And send positive vibes to everybody in Florida. With that being said, you guys stay safe out here in these streets. And remember, Simba, to always eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. We out. Beep. Where is he? STEINERIZED. STEINERIZEed. He was Father Time in '96.